Alright, now for something different. So, this is probably the cheapest version of this you'll see on the internet. Especially since there was like Veterans Day discounts and Black Friday discounts and stuff like that. This is both BCA upper and lower, which I got separately. So this is AR-10 lower. Came pretty well. Looks good. I haven't seen anything too crazy on it. Nothing like machine whirls or anything like that. It came with a mil-spec trigger. Pretty small bolt catch. Basically, it's all mil-spec, but mil-spec mag release. It did come with. I just put that SBA3 brace on there. So it came with this thing, which is branded BCA. Very A2 mil-spec-y, kind of not my cup of tea. And I wanted to make a pistol, so there goes that. It is pretty solid. I mean, as far as butt stocks go, it's not something you would buy. It's something you would, in this case, get with what you actually wanted. Came with an, probably not going to take it out, but it came with an H1 buffer, which I was trying to check out what would be a good buffer. It's pretty small, carbine, I guess. Pretty small buffer. I was wondering, trying to find some decent info on what would be a good buffer weight, and I found none. I'm going to keep the H1 because I don't think these are very powerful rounds. Actually, I'm not going to put it in right now, but it did come with this cool little thing, which I have already had a bunch of. But it goes right there underneath the rear takedown pin, and it takes out the slot and it kind of makes it a little tighter. But yeah, let me take this off. But you can see there's not a lot of movement, even though there's like a little shelf there, which I don't appreciate very much. But it does run. Very loud, which is something I probably am going to address later. Buffer wise, probably maybe not. I would want one of them JP ones, but man, they're expensive comparatively. Maybe the Armaspec, which I have already in my 300 Blackout build there. I think it was a 3-part, but it was supposed to be a silent capture. It's not that quiet, but quieter. And I did all that, and I did not tell you what it's chambered in. Let me see if we can see it here. 8.6. Oh, there you go. 8.6 Blackout. So this is 12.5 inch. 8.6. And this was the first mod I did. It was so easy to get off. I was putting the SBA3 brace I already had on there. I think it was a 5 position. That's a little sloppy. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything about that per se. But it is side charging, which I kind of like. See how loud that is? I do kind of like the side charging. That is also branded. This is our dual on hand. It does have the space to do rear charging. But I was thinking about just keeping that part blocked off, keeping the minimal gases running to that to the rear, because it is when I get that piece in there, it's going to lock it down pretty well. So in order to take everything apart, I'd have to take this. That's the biggest downside, is taking out that little charging handle. In order to take the whole bolt out. But this is how it came. It came complete. So I think it was, might have been less than 500 bucks for the whole thing. But you know, it's 8.6. I figured is one of those things that's, it's going to be difficult to part out, difficult to find a lot of stuff, even though it's just a 308 bolt and all that stuff. So I figured I would do it this way. If I did like the outcome, I could always build up to it again. And I just needed an AR-10 lower at some point. It did come with this branded plugged grip, which is just slightly better than A2, I think. It's pretty grippy, but it would still be slippery. So this is definitely getting my other Kung Fu grip, which is going to be a big, steep angle change. Let me see if I can hold it. Yeah, you can see those two angles. This is a lot better textured, but if not, I have K2XL, which is really good. I have it on my 300 Blackout build. The K2, it's pretty good. And the K2 Plus, yeah, this one's a little more rubbery. I don't have it on anything out here that's a Myad grip. But yeah, I do like the K2 Plus. I just wish they could kind of combine these two, the XL and the Plus. Also, I haven't really checked to see if they did that yet. But, like most gun guys, I actually had to piece all this together. But this is just stuff I had lying around that I basically had forgotten about. So, what's going to go in here, actually, let's see if I can do this. It's a regular 5.56. And this is a 300 Blackout round. This is from, I stopped the kid from shooting this one day at the range. He didn't know. He thought multi-cal, which is what it said on the lower, was meant for the barrel. So man, he really, I don't know if you could see what he did to that thing. It's got a nice, you know, bullets are supposed to do that, right? That's a 300 Blackout bullet, 5.56 bullet, and here's the big boy, big squatty boy. That's the 8.6 cartridge right there. So like these two share a cartridge, that's why you can use the same bolt. This I believe uses a 6.5. I could be wrong. 6.5 cartridge and a 338 round projectile, I should say. Which these, don't mind me turning my back to you. These are 300. I don't know about their hollow tip. Yep, they sure are. Booktail hollow tips from Ish's Tactical Shooting. They're hard to find rounds, and they're about $3 a round. So I'm not really taking this out and figuring too much out through shooting. I'm gonna bore sight as much as I can. I got a rangefinder and a bullet sight that basically fits everything. Maybe once a month I'll pick up a new box, do it like that. So, but as far as the pistol itself, what I plan on changing is, first things first, I'm taking this bad boy off because the only reason, one of the main reasons I should say, I wanted this is because I like weird cartridges. And I have this thing. So this is a MG7 from Rexcelentum. It's 358, I believe. And on their website it says everything is rated for, and this just happened to be one of them. So I was pretty amped. It's not a large can like my Omega 300. But it did help a lot. I shot this, shot 9mm through this. And I believe I had to shot 3 other Blackout through that too. This is 30 cal, that's 358. Just still have this box over her gear. I'm surprised it's still in one piece for now. But what was really cool, I'm going to talk about the can a little more. What was really cool, and the stickers are not in here, it comes with a sticker. Like I said, I usually not a gun guy, I'm more of a sticker guy. I did purchase the adapter, direct thread adapter, directly from Rex, and I think it was like 30% off or something like that. Crazy sale I found. This is the 1/2x28. This is what it came with. And it is a solid can. You can see baffles, the welded baffles. So this is the actual serialized portion. I believe, I could be completely way off here, but if you do have a strike, they can take these pieces off and then re-weld them back. That'd be nice, because I did have a baffle strike on that. I don't know what happened on my 300 that I had to send back to Sanchico. They were fantastic. They were quick. The only hard part was getting it to them, because FedEx, they don't mind their business. They want to know everything about everything. It comes in these things. And since I bought that, they had a sale in which I got this can. This is MG22, I believe. Yep, MG22. And I have another 22 can here. This thing is super well made. I have not used this yet. This one is, you cannot change that. It's my old can, about the same size. This thing, I got to figure out how to clean it, because this thing's filthy. I think I shot a lot of subsonic 5.7 through this, so I think that might have helped clean all that dirt from the prior 22 rounds I was sending through it. But I think it messed with the spin a little bit, so I gotta see what's going on there. Maybe I'll take that to get sonic clean too. But yeah, these are pretty raw. They're not painted or anything, so they will, I forgot what they call it. I don't think it's, maybe heat treated or something, but it will change colors as you use it, which I think is pretty interesting approach. Yeah. Alright, so that's the new suppressors. That's the old faithful. This is my chest rig. I have two 35 round, two 30 round mags, and this is what always goes in. It's the 25 round mag. Keep it in there. It keeps the package a little smaller unless I need something else. And my Form 1 can that I have on there almost exclusively. I do have the booster for handguns, which I don't really care for much anymore. Shoots my handgun suppressed, at least. Oh, okay. So, back to the BCA. What's going to change? A bunch of stuff I found. I have two 3.5 pound straight triggers with anti-walk pins. I think this one has the pins too. So that was cool. That was a nice find. So I'm going to change the trigger out from the mil-spec. It has a pretty long pretty stiff. Pretty stiff trigger, so yeah, definitely these match grade PSA and then RAVE. They're both 3.5 pound triggers, so those would make a nice addition. That's not on there. I also have, I don't really know if I'm going to use this, the bad lever, which is goes on, screws onto the bolt catch, so you can do it down here instead of reaching up all the time. You can do it with the opposite hand, kind of charge if you need, and then come down and hit it there. I do have it on one of these things. Which one? I don't remember. But I have it in case I want it. Or want to use it, I mean. But for sure it's going to be the trigger, the grip, extended mag release, and what I really need to change is the, this is an Ambi, I think it's 45-degree throw. Yeah. Short throw, Ambi safety, which I'm left-handed, so I need that to switch it out. So definitely this one I'm a little, I could take or leave it. It is cool to have, I do like it. I might put it on one of my other ARs up here. I believe the 300 Blackout already has one. No. Well, it has an extended one. It doesn't have kind of that bigger footprint like this one has. It just sticks out a little more. Sling mount. I have one back here. I do have a different end plate. I'm not sure if that would work on this. This is for AR-15s. So, if the end plate does work, there's a QD point here. There's a mag catch, an extended mag catch. Oh, Strike Industries. Let's see if you can see that a little better. There you go. So I gotta do. I forgot I had this, so I gotta do a little research, see if this is compatible. If not, I'll probably put it on my 300 Blackout, because that has all the. That just has everything. You know, you get your first real build, and then most of the parts I could find were red, so you know I'm in that class of people. Yeah, here, these are the little stops I had already, but the lever came with one. These were like, I don't even know if they were $1 each. I think I got a 5-pack or something. Another castle nut. Another castle nut. Here we go. So I have two kind of indexer, barricade stop kind of things. The Battle Arms one, and this is, I don't remember what this is. I think that's what this is over here. I don't remember the manufacturer of this one. But I do like this one. Has a good indexing points. This is more of a barricade finger stop. So there's no real, you know, it's more for pushing against barricades and stuff like that. But it is simple. I do like that one. So I think that's it. I have 1/8 LPVO and a 1/6 LPVO here. I'll probably put the 1/8, just why not? Why not have more magnification than less? I'm going to try to take this one out to 200, but I definitely got to do a lot of bore sighting first because I'm not figuring too much out that way. So yeah, this is the new project. It sounds like, you know, that's what I paid for it. So hopefully in a couple weeks I'll have this thing all gusseted up, a little less mil-spec. And I did want to get the Lancer mags. Lancer makes some cool mags for this, for the AR-10 platform, I should say. But got the old, you know, SR25 mags from Magpul, and they work. So, what? I mean, these were on sale. These are like 17, 16 bucks each. So, we're gonna use that first. But yeah, for sure, trigger, grip, sight. And I think that's it for now. I got to figure out what measurement the barrel compensator is. I think this is like a weird, like a 23 millimeter or something like that. So get that off. I don't even know. Maybe I'll get a thread protector, but I'm not going to get a flash or flash hider, anything like that, because I'm basically going to leave that suppressor dedicated to this. So that'll make it basically a 16 incher, because this is 12 and a half, 11 and a half inch M-LOK rail. I gotta say, for BCA, this is pretty consistent. Usually, sometimes they get a little rattle, especially within the receivers, but it's much better than usual. Maybe because it's a little heavier caliber. Even though these are going to be fat, slow bullets that are turning pretty quick, because it has a 1 to 3 twist rate. So yeah, it's going to take me a while to get there to the range, but this is the new one, and it is around Christmas time, so cash would be great if you're looking at what to get me. I've already spent it, so it'd be nice to get it back. But yeah, hopefully I can get this all done within a reasonable amount of time and show you, and maybe get some actual range, time. It's my first AR-10 DPMS LR308, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to say build, because I just bought the two pieces and I pushed them together. But parting, I should say. So I'm not going to do too much with this is, I think, perfect rail length. I do have also, like I said, I have that sight. I'm only going to put like an indexer or barricade stop on there. And I have, let's see, what's just out. Tacticon BattleTorch V3, which you gotta keep your eye on them. They have really good sales. Their stuff is expensive when it's not, but they have so many sales. They're great. I don't know what to say. This is this is a V3 up here. And they have a pressure switch, they have the button, they have the charger for the battery. I think I have one here. This is the battery and the charger. And it charges up fairly quick. I mean, I'm not running and gunning this thing, so the battery lasts pretty long. It's a momentary and then full. What else do they have in there? Oh, they have different mounting points. This is mounted to the M-LOK rail. I have pushed back pretty far, and It's just a really annoying comp that this has, the ASR. But when I do shoot it suppressed, it doesn't obscure too much on the opposite side. But, you know, it works. This is the Tacticon Armament Battle Elite Sling here. Pretty comfortable. It is pretty long. I have to trim it up quite a bit. But yeah, this is, let me make sure. We're clear. Yeah. And then this is one, I believe this is the Rise 3.5 pound trigger, or it could be the other PSA one I have, but I think it's solid. Come on, there it goes. Good tactile resets and all that stuff. This is just a regular 16-inch 5.56 with 2 to 10 MPVO, they call it, and a one power red dot. Quite a bit bigger than my 300 Blackout. I got so much crap on here. This is a shell catcher. Gun oil. Hat. This one has also has a 2 to 10. 511 hat. Yeah, like I said, this is one of my first builds. And early 2020, nobody wanted anodized parts. I guess the fad was already way over. But it was what's available. This is not an Ambi charging handle. But I do have Burst Fast Fire 3 on this. Everything set it in last trip. This is the V2, I believe. BattleTorch V2. A little more compact than that one. And this is the Razor Claw. Monstrum Razor Claw sight. It is, cantilever mount. And it's great. It's super light. This is a pretty heavy scope itself, so I might switch that over. But honestly, I had decided on one of these, and I think I'm just going to keep it like that for now, because it's a heavier platform anyway. So the expectation is not going to change too much with just that. It's already going to be heavy. I got to muscle up anyways. Alright, so yeah, that's the next sling. I also have these 2 slings from Gap Monkey. This is kind of a Day of the Dead. This goes on the 300 Blackout. This one I don't know what to put on. I always thought I was going to make a 7.62 by 39, so banana clips. Banana mags. But, you know, I got it. Might as well use it. I'll put it, you know, I could always throw it on something. That one's done. Yeah. So that's it. What I'm going to do is take this apart, kind of wipe it down if there's like a Cosmoline or something on there. So I'm going to clean that out, lube it back up, put it back together until I can figure out how to get that thing off. They really like to get those things really on there. And eventually down the line I may SBR this, depending on how well it functions, well it performs. Because, you know, I don't think I need that much stabilization in the future, and I may choose to do that. Pay my extortion tax. You can see I've already done that many times, but I already have more than what I need here to get it all done. I think I'll do that today. I'm gonna do this. This one has kind of an open bow trigger. It's flat, but you can see a little bit in there. I think I'm gonna do the Rise Armament 140 in there. Let's see how much of this I can get done today. All right, y'all. Next time I see you, if I finish today, I'll be sweaty and maybe a little frustrated. But overall, it's gonna be a good time. I would do it on the video, but that'd be like a 4.5 hour video of me getting hit in the face by springs and all that. So hopefully I can get this done, get a new video out soon. And I hope you like my different grays and tall socks I got going on here. All right, take care, have a good one.